Hi all! Today we're going to give you some tips on applying for your VETASSESS skills assessment. Now this is for the professional occupations only, and this is just a standard guide only. The VETASSESS skills assessment process is actually quite difficult and quite complex. I definitely don't recommend doing this on your own. I definitely recommend engaging an agent or a lawyer to assist you with the process. However, hopefully with this video, you're able to get a general understanding of the requirements and be confident enough to proceed with an application. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy Chen and I'm an immigration lawyer based in Australia. We have offices all across Australia and lawyers and agents working right across Australia. So if you want to get in contact with myself or one of our fantastic lawyers or agents, our contact details are below. You just submit your details in the contact form below and one of our representatives will reach out to you as soon as possible. So there are many skills assessing bodies. There's the Australian Computer Society, there is ANMAC. VETASSESS actually also assess trade qualifications, but it's currently closed due to the high volume of applications. But in today's video, I'm just going to focus on the professional occupations. Now, there are a lot of professional occupations. There is a PDF that you can refer to. I'll drop the link below so you can see if your occupation is eligible for a skills assessment with VETASSESS. Now, just because you're eligible for a skills assessment does not mean that you can apply for permanent residency. There is still other requirements, which I'll cover in the other videos. But this is just about the VETASSESS skills assessment. So some of the occupations that are assessed by VETASSESS include cafe and restaurant managers, management consultant, production manager, life scientist, and even occupations such as graphic designer and copywriter. There is just a lot of occupations, so you'll need to check out the PDF to see what occupations are available on there. Now, when you look at the requirements, you'll see that there's different group occupations. So first of all, you need to identify what group your occupation is in, because then you'll be able to see what the requirements are under that group. So I'll discuss cafe and restaurant manager as an example. Now, this occupation is a group C occupation. So you'll need to see the skills assessment criteria for a group C occupation. So these are just some of the different ways that you can qualify as a cafe or restaurant manager. So first of all, you must have an HUF diploma level with a highly relevant field of study. So as a cafe or restaurant manager, this would be a major in hospitality management. And then you must have at least 1 year of highly relevant post-qualification work experience. So in this instance, you would have to be a cafe or restaurant manager. And you need to be very careful of where you're working and the duties. So a cafe or restaurant manager is responsible for the front end operations of the business. They manage the staff, they manage everything that's happening at the front of the restaurant and cafe. Then it is also really important that it is a restaurant or a cafe. So it must be full service. It can't be a takeaway place. One of the things we always discuss with clients is that the cafe or restaurant manager must be full service. So some indicators of this include ordering at the table, paying for your bill at the table, no menu signs at the back of the counter. It should be menus only on the restaurant table, liquor licensing, and no food at the front. So, sometimes when some cafes serve some food in those bay marines at the front, that's usually not good if you're trying to get a skills assessment as a cafe and restaurant manager. If you don't have a diploma with a highly relevant field of study, you can qualify under the second stream, which is a diploma in any field, plus at least a certificate for in a highly relevant field of study. So for example, hospitality management. And then you'll also need at least 1 year of post-qualification work experience as a cafe or restaurant manager. Under the third stream, if you have a qualification at HUF diploma level, but you don't have a highly relevant field of study, then you'll need at least 2 years of post-qualification work experience to be eligible for a positive skills assessment. Now, again, this varies from different occupations. So for example, if you look at the group A occupations, it says that you must have a bachelor degree or higher in a highly relevant field of study, plus at least 1 year of post-qualification work experience. There isn't any other streams. So if you don't have a bachelor degree with a highly relevant field of study and your occupation falls under Group A, then you wouldn't be eligible for a positive skills assessment. And if that occupation requires a certain qualification and you don't have it, so for example, you have 10 years of work experience as a graphic designer, but you do not have a bachelor degree, then you're not eligible for a skills assessment. You potentially could look at getting an RPL for your qualification, but again, this would depend on the occupation, and this is something you definitely need some tailored advice for. But we've had situations where a client had 6 years of work experience as a restaurant manager, had no qualifications. So what we went and did is we went and got his work experience assessed using RPL. Then he needed 1 year of post-qualification work experience after that RPL was complete, and he obtained a positive skills assessment. So there is some ways around it. So the rule of thumb is for VETASSESS, any occupation, as a bare minimum, you need to have a relevant qualification plus at least 1 year of post-qualification work experience. And VETASSESS are super strict in regards to the employer requirements. So, for example, for certain occupations, the setting of the employment is really important, just like how I explained for the cafe or restaurant manager. Another example is management consultant. So a lot of the times people work within a company as a management consultant, but I've had a lot of experience with this occupation, and VETASSESS don't always accept this. They prefer applicants who are working in a consulting company as external consultants, providing aspects on how to improve all areas of the business, so not just one area. But that's not to say you can't get a positive skills assessment as an internal management consultant, because we most definitely have done them before, but it's just something to be very careful of. So I hope that this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share this video with people who need it. I'll see you guys in the next video.